Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. So I've been having problems with my forehand for 20 years now, and I've decided to call in a pro. All right, guys, called in former ATP Pro Sky Kim. Welcome, Sky.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Harry.
So I have tasked you with fixing my forehand. Do you think you're up to the task?
I'll try, but I just heard you said you've been having problems for 20 years, so
yeah.
Let's try to fix it in 20 minutes.
All right. Yeah. So here's the thing. I feel like my take back is kind of all over the place.
Okay.
Like sometimes I'll do this, sometimes I'll do this, sometimes I'll do this. Okay. So I feel like there's kind of no consistency in that part. And then depending on what I do here, my legs kind of come with it. Okay. So my default is this, just because that's how I was taught. Okay. You know, just straight back, and just to get it back there. Right. Therefore, I'm like throwing my body back here, and then not being able to get all this back up front. So I would like to just see like some kind of consistent take back.
So I did see you warm up a little bit. So when you're taking your racket back, you said sometimes you go really high, you know, here, middle, but you're most comfortable here, you said, right?
That's my default.
Okay,
so I'm not sure. So
you've tried everything. The most comfortable way is to just take it back straight?
Not necessarily comfortable. It's just what happens when the ball's coming. Okay. It's the fastest way to get it back there. Okay,
so should we just hit for a second? Have they seen your forehand yet?
They've seen it too many times.
So they've seen your forehand. I think when you take your racket back, your elbow doesn't go back far enough, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like your racket doesn't have to go far back, but your elbow needs to load your shoulder here. Okay. So your back muscle here is actually what generates the power to load. Okay. But your elbow doesn't go back far enough, so you're really just here. You're using just your arm.
So I should do that?
So from here, you don't need to lift it. You don't need to lift it. When you take it back, your elbow's staying in too much, and your racket's just going back. So you want your elbow to go back a little bit further.
Oh,
you see that?
interesting.
Then you see how it's tighter here.
I feel tightness.
A little bit tighter here. You don't want to feel it when you're actually playing. Okay. But right now, you want to kind of hold it back so it kind of loads the shoulder. Got it. So you get more power here rather than hitting with just the arms here.
Okay, let's show them on this side.
Okay, yeah. So when you're hitting your forehand, you need to load the shoulder here. Usually, like the best players don't feel that, but when you're hitting the ball, you don't want to stay too far in front where you're not loading this. You see how soft that is? So you want to take the elbow back slightly and load that. You feel that?
Oh wow.
You feel that?
Yeah.
So you want to load the shoulder here. So when you kind of like when you're pitching, you're loading the shoulder and then you're going around, initiating with the shoulder first. So your kinetic chain goes from bottom to up, but his link was broken here because he's not loaded with the shoulder. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
right. Exactly.
Got it.
I particularly don't really like the elbow going too high. Okay. Because you do get more power, but you get erratic with the forehand.
Got it.
Yeah.
So kind of do here.
Kind of just go back, just naturally.
Got it.
Yeah. Same swing as your old swing, just taking the elbow back a little bit further. So you can put it down, it's fine. Okay. You don't need to lift it. Got it. Yeah, just take it back a little bit further. Got it. Then we'll go from there.
Okay, yeah. Let's try some.
Yeah. Here you go. That was better. There you go, that's better. Again. Good, that's it. Yes. That's it. Here you go. Good. Much better. Again. Okay. So, what particular problems are you having on your forehand? Power, more consistency. What do you want on your forehand?
More consistency.
More consistency.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I tend to, when somebody pushes the ball at me, like just a pusher in general, I tend to kind of swim at the ball. Like I tend to reach and then kind of do this. Okay. So I actually go like this and I drop the hand to gain more power to get the head speed.
Okay.
So I got to stop doing that and kind of just, you know, hit it in the right spot.
Okay. Okay. So when you do put that arm down, you want to take the elbow and try to elbow someone in the stomach.
Oh.
Yeah. So that left arm also generates power, but it creates that natural power. So instead of putting the hand down straight, put the hand down. It's fine.
Yeah.
Just try to rotate the arm and pull. There you go, like that. There you go. Okay. That way you open up your left shoulder, and you get the power too.
Okay.
Yeah. So try that. There's a lot of things that we can do.
Got it.
But that's not gonna help the consistency though. It's not gonna help the consistency. But you could try it. Okay. You could try it. There you go. Yeah. That was better. That was better. Oh. Nice. There you go. Good. Again, pull that elbow. Imagine somebody that you don't like. Here you go. Ready? Okay. Again. Good. Okay. Nice. Much better on that last one. Nice. There you go. Well, you talked about your legs, your lower body.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little straight.
Straight.
Yeah, a little straight. Just try not to bend too much.
Okay.
You don't want to go up and down on your swing.
Right.
A lot of people think you have to use your legs going down and up.
Right.
But that actually moves the contact point too much when you're actually going up and down.
Okay.
So the reason why you would kind of stand tall is because you're trying to get the contact very still. Because if you go down and then go up, trying to create too much power, you're going up and down too much, and you'll lose the contact point. So instead of doing that, try to just keep your base a little bit wider.
Okay.
Yeah. If you keep your base wider, you'll just go down automatically.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see that?
Right.
You don't need to go up and down. Just need to have your base a little bit wider.
Got it.
And also you'll start using your knees a little bit better because you're not going to stand like this.
Right.
Yeah. So you'll
I
stand. Yeah. You want to try it? Last one? Yeah. Too many. There's a lot of things that you have to work on. But let's try it. Let's just focus on one thing at a time. Let's just focus on the last one. So just the lower body, just keeping your base wider.
Sorry. Definitely, it's hard to do this actually because I'm so used to doing this.
Yeah. So in my channel, in my YouTube channel, I explain to them if you took karate or taekwondo, you know how you do your punches.
Right.
So that left, the opposite hand is very important. So when you punch, you rotate this and punch. It's the same action.
Got it.
But like when you first learned here, but a lot of pros have their left hand hanging down here. But that's the action they're trying to get that rotation.
And then number 3, wider base.
Wider base. Yeah. Your swing looks okay. It's just that sometimes trying to get more spin, you don't need to lift it too much.
Got it.
Yeah. Try not to lift it too much. Just go through the ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remember when there was a smart feature in the thing?
Yeah.
So I thought I was hitting everything with topspin. Half my balls on the forehand were flat, according to the sensor. Even though I was...
So is that why you're trying to put more spin on the ball?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
Okay.
But I think at contact, even though I'm doing this, but I think I'm actually coming through here into there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I like that action.
Okay.
The reason why you're not really getting the spin is the racket drop. The racket's not coming below the ball enough. So you're coming a little bit straighter rather than going down underneath and then coming up.
Got it.
So you want that racket, the tip, not the hand. You don't need to drop the hand because that won't drop the tip. You need to drop the tip below the ball and brush up on the ball.
Perfect.
And not go too straight up.
Got it.
Yeah. That'll help your spin out a lot.
Yeah. I got a lot to calculate now.
Yeah, there's like 4 things, but work on one thing at a time. Don't work on all 4. Usually I tell my kids work on 2, but even 2, sometimes 2 is a lot too, so you want to work on one thing at a time, and once you feel like you get that, move on. You don't need to focus on that because your body already gets it. So especially on your shoulder here, when you pull back, you're gonna feel that, but you're not supposed to like really feel it all the time. You're just trying to activate it. That's all.
Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you.
No problem.
All right, guys. So I want to thank my man Sky Kim here for showing me the way, and hopefully, maybe in 20 more years, I'll perfect the forehand. You guys know as well as we do that the forehand goes through different changes, evolutions. Yes. It's the one shot that constantly gets changed because pros are, there's different pros. Every pro has a different forehand. We're trying to emulate different people. I mean, I went from McEnroe to Agassi to Pete Sampras to, the list goes on. Everybody wants to be Federer now. So, I mean, if you put them all together, you get mumbo jumbo, right? Whatever forehand it defaults, like mine. It's a default forehand.
I think what people like to do is when they see the pros playing, whoever they like, they try to do that swing, exactly that swing. Mm-hmm. But what it is you have to evolve your swing.
Right.
You have to start, with a simple way, and then you add your loop, you add your legs to it, and then get to that level. But a lot of people just, try to get to that end result.
Right.
Just by, watching the pros, playing. But, that doesn't work as well as taking that step, trying to evolve it one step at a time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So just grow with your forehand. Don't try to, have the end result so quickly. Like evolve into a Fed's forehand.
Yep.
All right. So I want to thank my man Sky Kim here. Sky has his own channel too, and it's RTP Tennis on YouTube. Right? How else can people find you there, Sky?
RTP Tennis or rtptennis.com. So we have a website and we have the YouTube channel.
Perfect. Yep. Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.
You're worn out already.
Legs! Again! On! You can do it!
Hey man, you can tell he been through some emotional damage. No man, you look like you went through hell and back. You need some AP tennis. That's what you need.
I have some emotional damage.